City Bruiser, Brawler Malonis, the Bouncers, Mark Briscoe, PCO.
You talk about a man who's done it all, who's main evented, final battle.
Can you imagine him as a tag team champions?
Off the ropes. Oh, God!
Crushing crossbody. But you know what he's about to do!
Sure do! PCO connects on Malonis. Two former tag team champions on the set. Oh! Unforced error by PCO. Somebody call Bill Cullen. We got a blockbuster. Mark Briscoe. Sends him down. Great tag team combination there. Hold your breath. Oh, my God!
Wait a second!
But he's using it as a catapult. PCO!
That's it, Riccaboni. I promise you that much.
Hooks the leg. Got him.
The Mercenary, Flip Gordon, Josh the Goods Woods.
And he will face consequences of that as well. Wow! Catches the leapfrog into an ankle lock and flip us. Go to the ropes.
Exactly. He's so strong. He's not very strong. He's scary strong.
Well,
and
Gordon,
some of the things that he can do.
Using that to his advantage, pops out, now goes through the ropes, splits the difference, sends Woods into the barricade. Yep. Superplex onto Gordon. A couple of weeks ago, gut wrench, powerbomb. And it's Gordon. Pops up, off with his head.
Window.
Beautiful moonsault. Sends him down, stops him down. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
The winner of this match, Flip Gordon.
And with final battle less than 1 week away, the man that will challenge for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship defeats Josh the Goods Woods.
I'm Quinn McKay, and not only is my birthday on Friday, but I'm getting the best birthday present ever because it's also Final Battle. That's right, Final Battle is this Friday, December 18th on pay-per-view. To say we are excited is an understatement, and we promise to bring you, the fans, the best wrestling on the planet. This extravaganza will be 4 hours, and we're giving you the first hour for free. Today we'll be going over everything for Final Battle, plus recap and preview all of the news going on this week in Ring of Honor. On the latest edition of ROH TV, we saw Flip Gordon get a huge win against Josh the Goods Woods before challenging for the Pure Championship at Final Battle. This win solidified Gordon as a massive threat to Gresham and his Pure title. I was able to get comments from Flip immediately following his big win, so let's go to those now. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor. We just watched Flip Gordon defeat Josh the Goods Woods in a Pure Division match. Josh Woods did very well in the Pure title tournament. Flip, do you feel slighted by the fact that you did so well against Josh Woods and he did so well in the tournament, but you weren't invited to participate in it?
Not only did I get slighted in the Pure tournament, I have not got my #1 contendership match against Roosh, the Ring of Honor World Champion. Roosh, well, you're too busy hiding down in Mexico. I'm here proving myself, proving why I'm the #1 contender for the World Championship. And Gresham, looks like you're the next champ in line, so I'm coming for you.
I don't think Roosh has been hiding. I think he's not legally allowed to enter the United States because of, the pandemic. Despite the loss, Josh Woods is still high in the rankings and is going to get his opportunity for a television title shot at Final Battle. In the opening contest, Dak Draper, Josh Woods, LSG, and Tony Deppen will square off in a 4-corner survival to determine who will face Dragon Lee later in the night. It's anybody's guess who will win, as all 4 of these men are coming into Final Battle with something to prove. Let's hear from one of the competitors now.
This place might not look like much to you, but it means everything to me. 15 years ago, Final Battle 2005, I walked through these doors, a fan, just a kid, and my life was changed forever. That night, my fate was sealed. You fast forward 15 years, Final Battle 2020. There are 3 men standing in my way. Dak Draper, Tony Deppen, Josh Woods. We all have the opportunity to wrestle for the Ring of Honor Television Championship. And I will make sure that the kid who walked into this building 15 years ago will not let anyone get in the way of fate.
Tony Deppen received high praise for his performance in the Pure Championship tournament, and based off of that and heavy fan demand, Tony will get a chance of a lifetime. Tony recently sent in comments, so let's hear from him now, and after that we're slated to get an earful from the Mile High Magnum, Dak Draper.
Well, look who's back. Ring of Honor fans, you asked for it, and you get it. Me. And look at the opportunity that has been presented to me. A chance to become the #1 contender for the TV title in a fatal 4-way against Dak Draper, LSG, and Josh Woods. And the winner of that match will face Dragon Lee in the same night. And fans, it's the season that just keeps on giving. Because after I have my hand raised in victory, I get Dragon Lee. And Lee, I know everything about you, but you don't know anything about me. So if I were you, I'd start educating yourself on who Tony Deppen is. Because the only goal I have in mind is to leave Final Battle with a TV title. So you might prepare yourself. Because guess what? That belt's mine.
This year at Final Battle, you got LSG versus Tony Deppen versus Josh Woods versus the 2019 Ring of Honor Top Prospect Tournament winner, the Mile High Magnum, Dak Draper. And the winner of that match goes on the very same night to get a shot at the Ring of Honor World Television Champion. Everybody in this match wants something different. LSG wants to fulfill his childhood dreams of Ring of Honor superstardom. Josh Woods wants to be viewed as a perfect, complete fighter. And Tony Deppen just welcomed a baby into the world, which I personally think is a little gross, but he wants to set a great example for his new family. I want something more simple than that. I want your attention. And beating those 3 guys, and then going on to win the Ring of Honor World Television title in the same night, that would get your attention. And carrying that Ring of Honor World Television title would be a license for me. A license to be on everything. To be in your phones, to be in your computer screens, and most importantly, to be on your TV screens. It's all about what we want. And everybody wants something. The difference? Dak Draper gets what Dak Draper wants.
Mark Briscoe and his new partner PCO will challenge for the ROH Tag Team Championships at Final Battle this Friday. Mark is 100% focused and motivated on Tag Team Gold, and his brother Jay is focused on EC3. Therefore, Mark's frustration resulted in him going out and finding a different tag team partner to challenge for the belts. Recently, PCO and Mark had their first match as a team and looked great against the Bouncers. I was able to get comments from the newly formed Wild Man Tag Team of Madness immediately following that match, so let's go to those now. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor. We just watched the unlikely pairing of Mark Briscoe and PCO take on and defeat the Bouncers, and here they are now. Mark, that is not Jay.
What you have here is the 2 most insane individuals in the history of this company. And we have, by the stars' alignment, joined forces. And we shall defeat Jay Lethal, Jonathan Gresham, the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, and we will reign victorious!
Gresham, Lethal, you will rest in hell!
Jonathan Gresham will have an extremely challenging night this Friday at Final Battle, as not only will he and Jay Lethal be defending against Mark Briscoe and PCO, but like we said earlier, Gresham will also defend his Pure Championship for the first time against the mercenary Flip Gordon. But at the top of the card is the ROH World Championship. ROH World Champion Rush will go to war with Brodie King for the most prestigious prize in wrestling. A dominant champion one-on-one with a monster who climbed the ranks in impressive fashion to get where he is. This is going to be an absolute fight. With all this talk about champions and challengers, let's go now to Brian Zane giving his insight on the championship matches.
Now, before we talk about the World Television Championship match, we gotta find ourselves a challenger. And that's where we find Tony Deppen, Dak Draper, LSG, and Josh Woods in a four-way. Now, as of late, all four guys have proven themselves worthy. Deppen put on a strong showing in the Pure Title tournament, and Draper recently picked up a win against the Mecca, Bryan Johnson. Over the last few weeks, LSG and Woods have shared a common opponent in Jay Lethal, and while the Rocket took Lethal to a time-limit draw, the Goods handed the tag champion a loss. If I were a betting man, I'd bet even money on LSG to claim the crucial victory here. But when it comes to challenging Dragon Lee for the TV title later in the night, sorry Leon, but I gotta go with the champ in this case. As Big Brother's taken his eyes off the prize, a frustrated Mark is controlling his own narrative, challenging for the titles alongside his new hand-picked partner, PCO. Now, I don't need to tell you about the chemistry the current tag champs possess, their pedigree, and the challengers they've overcome since winning the belts at last year's final battle. They're gonna have a lot better teamwork than this first ever pairing, but it'll be far from a cakewalk. PCO ain't Mark's brother, but he is heavy, not to mention nearly impervious to pain. The former world and six-man tag champ will make things interesting no matter who he's teaming with. Mark and Pierre will be a formidable team, but I've got a feeling the champs retain. Now back to Gresham. The Octopus is going to make use of all 8 of his tentacles, not just in the tag title match, but also in the first defense of his newly won Pure Championship against Flip Gordon. Right away, Flip's got the advantage because he's going in fresh, but if anybody can grind it out in 2 highly competitive matches in one night, it's got to be the foundation of the foundation. And finally, El Toro Blanco Rouge returns to Ring of Honor to defend his World Championship against Brodie King. King's a relative newbie to singles action here in ROH, but don't let that fool you. The man's got plenty of one-on-one experience outside of the company, and he hopes to put that and his raw power and sadistic strength to good use. But King is a man without a country, without allies. Meanwhile, Rouge is going to have the Facción Ingobernable in his corner for this main event. Rouge will absolutely be tested in his first match back since February, but he did not become a 2-time world champion out of dumb luck. My prediction, Rouge hangs on, but barely. Enjoy Final Battle 2020, everyone. I'm Brian Zane, and I'll see you next time.
The very first Pure Rules tag team match will also take place at Final Battle, as Rhett Titus and Tracy Williams will face Fred Yehai and Wheeler Yuta in a history-making match. Check out the rules for Pure tag team matches at ROHWrestling.com, or go back and watch last week's Week by Week, where I ran down the rules in an extraordinary fashion, if I do say so myself. In a complete 180 of that match, we'll also see a tag team grudge match at Final Battle that's been building for a very, very long time. For the first time in a handful of years, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven officially team up to do battle with Vincent and Bateman. This one could get really, really ugly. Also, who's pumped for Bryan Johnson versus Danhausen? I love it when Bryan Johnson loses, so watching Danhausen beat him is going to be an extra special treat. I just received word also that Dalton Castle will join Ian Riccaboni and Caprice Coleman on the commentary team at Final Battle. And speaking of Dalton, not only is Final Battle this Friday, but of course we also have a big episode of ROH TV in store for everyone, and Dalton will face Bryan Johnson. This match was made after Bryan disrespected Dalton backstage by throwing water in his face. Disgusting. And in the main event of the upcoming episode, we'll see 2 ROH vets do battle one more time. The insane Savant Delirious and the Foundation's Rhett Titus go at it in a Pure Rules match. The history between Rhett and Delirious is deep, and it's been many years since these men have faced off one-on-one, so let's hear from both men now.
I am Rhett Titus, and I am the Foundation. To be honest, I can't remember what life was like before Ring of Honor. For the past 15 years, my whole life has revolved around Ring of Honor. If there was a Ring of Honor show and there was a family function or party, it would have to be put on hold because Ring of Honor always came first. While the focus may not have always been on me, I've always had my focus on Ring of Honor. Throughout the last decade, I've had a lot of fortunes, but I've also had a lot of failures. From winning the World Tag Team Championships with Kenny King until him leaving 2 weeks later and being stranded alone. From fighting for myself to fighting for my family. I've become more of a man in the past 10 years, and now I have a lot more to offer to professional wrestling. I was ready to give it all up, but the Foundation reached out to me. I have a victory over Jonathan Gresham. I beat Jonathan Gresham one-on-one. And now the Foundation wants to reward me for all of my hard work. We are going to restore honor and we are going to preserve the history of this company. And I'm starting off with my own personal history. Delirious, the first person to ever bloody me up, to ever scar my face. I am rewriting my own history. A lot of people think I'd be angry about getting bloodied and scarred up by Delirious, but personally, I would like to thank him. Because without that, it wouldn't make me the tough person I am today. We actually started off very friendly, but a lot of times with friends, a girl got in the way. It became pretty heated. He's an unorthodox, different type of wrestler. Nobody else can match his style because it is so strange. I'm 0-4 against you. Bloodied me up, you scarred me up, but this ain't that type of match. This is a pure rules match. And the reason why you bloodied me up is because you can't out-wrestle me. You can't hang in there with me. And in the pure rules, I will prove that. I have been watching very closely at one of his finishing maneuvers, the Cobra Stretch, which has gotten me into trouble many times before. And I have been developing counters and placing a strategy around how to combat the Cobra Stretch. My cardiovascular conditioning is probably one of my biggest strengths in wrestling. I don't take days off, I don't take it easy. Every day I'm working hard as possible. I have the confidence through the Foundation now to beat Delirious. I have 10 years more of experience to beat Delirious. And I have a dropkick that is waiting to hit him right on the chin. Delirious, I am the one who won this match because I wanted to relive my own personal history. I want you to bring your best because I'm gonna bring my best and close this chapter once and for all.
Rhett Titus. Don't get me stealing. You always I go in the come of the other. And I will run come bus. Don't recognize or Baja. Rhett Titus, the most was the area, sir. Thing ever, sir. Oh, was I go. So let me lose the worries. I got that, sir. Wait, oh, mama. Totally is our last. What a la la. Gonna kill to. Be awesome, is it? They didn't do it on what I. Every go, oh, that was all you can take like a 2 3. I'm going to do it. Oh, that's Titus totally going in. He knew was anything off. You know, I chance in over respect to the boss. And you know, that's me friend. Me good friend. I was going to make me free again. So they're going to laugh at everything. None of me is away, we west. Because we never know about that. Because that's not done. So, no, they got that shit. So long have I having new deals. I do it big. I don't go set I don't make. I don't know that. You know, it's a bit. So we never know about story. Then I go. If people don't make rest, I'm going to give a view. Is it to give it a bit of papa? Don't I get that? Make that ass all night. Here, I think I will. I see a lot like that. I got to go to it. But I'm going to see my. Those things there. Right, second. Brakata. Go, Brett Titus. Oh, that's it. I got what it is. Repata. Oh, they come out starting in the moment. Whatever is the Brett Titus, I would say getting the king and Austin and race. Don't mind, I can't catch on, guys. This is seen the yes, I got that. So that was that. And then see what that. Yeah, my one. So, what that? Pero. Oh. Dapat kami tapin na utang minutes. Alawa sa amin ni Zane. Sorry, sir. You know. Jesse.
Be sure to check out our YouTube page as we are always uploading great stuff. There's Technique Tuesdays with Joe Hendry, Throwback Thursday, The Honor List, plus 12 Days of Honor starts December 19th. The weekly article X-Files delivers breaking news on a constant basis on ROHWrestling.com, and Kevin Eck also drops the ROH Strong podcast every Monday, and the latest guest is longtime ROH wrestler and Foundation member Rhett Titus. Plus, the ROH Pro Shop will fulfill all of your merchandise needs, so check that out. That's all I have for you this week. Don't forget to join us for our #WatchROH Watch Party this Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. It'll be Brian Johnson versus Dalton Castle and Delirious versus Rhett Titus in a Pure Rules match. You can follow me on social media at Quinn McKay and ROH across the board at Ring of Honor. I'm Quinn McKay, and I'll see you next week on Week by Week.
I'm going to show the world what Dak Draper can do.
I'm just gonna tell you this right now. You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Everyone's got a plan to like a punch in the face, right? That's the saying.
Any new guy that wants to come to Ring of Honor, they need to prove themselves to guys like me.
It blows my freaking mind when I hear that they offered a contract to Danhausen. Why? Because he can make some fat ass on his mom's couch laugh a little bit? He deserves a contract? He deserves more time and attention than the Mecca? I have worked too damn hard for too damn long to be passed over by some talentless clown cross-dressing with face paint on.
The first ever Pure Rules Tag Team Wrestling match. Rhett and I will be facing off against Wheeler Yuta and Fred Yehi. The Ring of Honor audience has been begging for you to come back since they saw you in the Pure title tournament. They've been begging to see more Pure wrestling, and I know you two are some of the best to come and do it.
Benny could never live up to what we put down for the kingdom, and that's what he's always feared. In that final battle, we're gonna put an end to all of this, because he is I, and I am him, and I'm Matt Taven, and this is the beginning of a brand new trend.
And this final battle, it's gonna be another violent act of cruelty.
We will be waiting.
Come final battle, it'll be the last time that these belts are not defended under our Pure Wrestling rules.
Mark Briscoe, 11-time tag team champion. PCO, some say can't die. But the foundation is forever.
Flip, at final battle, I'll be defending 2 championships. The way I see it, you're coming in 100%. Who knows how I'm coming in, but I'll tell you, with that same passion that you have, I have more. More for this company, more for this championship, and for what it stands for.
My whole life, I've never been afraid to go after whoever's at the top of the list. And currently, that's Roosh. My only motivation is success. My only motivation is championship gold. And Roosh, this is your warning.
Nada sucede al que Roosh lo diga. No pasa nada.